Here's a Patreon request for IRONBUNNY, and this is the band that has come up a few times in my random listenings on Spotify or whatever, and every time it comes up I really like it. And I kept my listening limited because I did want to do a video for them, and one finally came up. And in the midst of looking at all the requests I get, sometimes I forget stuff that I just want to do. So I looked up, went to their site, and there's some lore behind this because I didn't know anything about them. So in the year 2300, approximately 300 years later, digital music becomes so powerful and popular that the popularity of rock and roll music is continuously declining. So are sound cultures and the musicians. They are in danger of dying out. In this hard era, one man rises up. He transforms himself into a cybernetic organism or cyborg. Cybernetic organism to get ready for time travel, and then he calls himself Eddie IRONBUNNY to appear in front of us. His mission is to make hit songs and rock and roll and literally change the history of music. So the future is filled with digital crap, and he wants to bring it back to rock and roll. I can dig that. So let's check out IRONBUNNY official video for Infinite Mirror. Here we go. Awesome. The one consistent thing I've heard from him is always great riffs and great playing. So obviously that's like the main thing. Rock and roll, rock and fucking roll guitar, dude. So yeah, let's continue. His harmonies. Damn, those harmonies are awesome, dude. I love this. This is really good. Guitar's great. Drums are great. Vocals are great. That's a good formula. Fuck yeah. Nice. All right. That was a cool shot. Perfect shot. We'll go back. Okay. Let's look at this. Look at this suit. This dude plays live with this on, this suit. And I mean, that's limited visibility, because unless he points his face like all the way down, there's no way he's looking through that visor to see what his hands are doing. The dude's obviously an awesome guitar player, so he doesn't have to see it all the time, but sometimes you gotta look. So I'm wondering if the bottom part of the mask is like transparent and you can kind of look down through there. But that's a lot of stuff to be wearing, man. And to, just move around and play. But the song, it's really cool. It's a neat idea. I mean, I dig it. And I'm less and less phased by bands that have like a story behind wherever they are or whatever. It's not like you're supposed to be. I mean, it's obviously to grab your attention, to get you to pay attention to what's going on. It's a gimmick. It works. First time I saw it come up on Spotify, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, IRONBUNNY, and it had, like a illustration of him, and I'm like, that looks pretty fucking badass. But I didn't know the dude played in full gear, so it's pretty cool. And from what I read, said he traveled around and just tried to find female singers. So I don't know if they're like the consistent singers for the group or if that's a rotating thing or not. But it's really cool, and the vocal style I really like. It's not too much of anything. It's just a nice vocal, and those harmonies are really killer. So I dig it. Cool. It's a very 80s kind of metal, but without what he's emulating is a very much 80s style of metal, but like not the cheese ball kind of metal, like the real metal that was going on underneath that you couldn't really find because of all the pop crap that was going on. And then it's just paired with a great backing band. It's awesome. That's weird to say backing band. We consider the singers, but I mean, the focus is a guitar. So I guess they are his backing band, which whatever, it's fucking cool. Nice. Very nice. When I say emulating the 80s style, I don't mean anything like bad about that. It's just, I guess, when I associate that style beginning, that kind of metal, the kind of riffing and stuff. So obviously he brings to it a technical level that maybe a little bit more than then. I would say it's probably not better than anybody. Then there's some pretty amazing players in, Vi and Paul Gilbert and stuff like that. Rip Beach. But one thing I noticed about a lot of these guys is guitarist in Japanese metal is there's not a ton of effects going on. That sounds like a pretty raw guitar track. There's not tons of reverb and delay and stuff on it. So what you're hearing is, I imagine if the dude sat down and played with the guitar unplugged, you'd hear every note really clearly. There's no, so you can hide a lot of bullshit with a lot of reverb and delay. You definitely hear that in some live stuff, but, that was pretty clean, distorted, but clean. You know what I mean? So yeah, cool stuff. I'm definitely going to check out more of them, like on my own, and I'd definitely get some more videos too, because it's just cool. I want to check out some live stuff, which I know there's stuff here to check out. So, thanks, and have a fantastic evening, even if it's morning.